Well, hello, I'm Dr. Shantae Haynes with Heart to Heart Truth Ministries, and this is your truth for the week. We're rounding out our throwback series on financial literacy, and today it's all about leaving that legacy. The question on the floor is, how can I leave a legacy? Oh, we want to do it right. So let's go ahead, take a listen, and have an absolutely fantastic rest of your week. And I'm excited to be able to bring you more information. We're at the very end, kind of winding down, but there is so much more to do, so much more to talk about. And I don't want you to get lax or lazy in what you're doing with your finances. So hopefully you've looked at all the other episodes. If you have not, I'm encouraging you to go back, listen to them, take notes. Go to the website, check out what I do have there. You can get the Financial Wisdom mini booklet from my website at the number 2, htruth.org at no charge to you. It will at least have a budget sheet in there, as well as a cash flow sheet for those that are entrepreneurs, and some tidbits on what you need to do with savings, with budget, with debt reduction, with retirement, a wealth of information. So take advantage of that. See what I do have. And I know I do need to update it, but this that you get is going to help you. It is going to bless you. Well, today we're going to be talking about leaving a legacy. We talked about building wealth. We talked about our savings. We talked about our budget. We talked about the side hustle sizzle. We've gone through all of those things. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share to make sure that you're up on everything. But today, leaving a legacy. Now, the Proverbs have great wisdom for us. Proverbs, the 13th chapter, and the 22nd verse says, a good man or a woman leaves an inheritance for their children's children. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth. And I talked to somebody that said they didn't even have a spoon. But we recognize that if we leave a legacy for our children to start with, they start off in a better place than we are. They don't have to start from ground zero and try to work their way up again. And they don't have to work for hire, work for minutes either. The goal is for you to be able to utilize the gifts that God has given you, create something, that intellectual property, because you know God gives us the power to get wealth. And so when we create that intellectual property, whatever it may be, we can end up with multiple streams of income, and you could have so much going for you that you not only enjoy life, but you can leave something for your children's children. You're absolutely right. That's your grandchildren. So here's your tips for today. You need to do estate planning. Definitely. I've had people on in different episodes. If you go back and you listen to them, they talk about the fact that you need to have a will, you need to have a trust if you're going to use a trust instrument, but you don't want to have to go through probate. In the estate plan, you're going to make sure you lay out who's getting what, and you're going to make sure also that you're paying for any final arrangement so that your family is not burdened by that. The estate plan also, in that will, I'm going to suggest you also leave your digital assets. Let somebody know the passwords because the companies are not going to give it to them. Make sure you identify the beneficiaries, who you want to get what, and what percentage in some instances. So estate planning is important. Make sure you see an attorney in order to get that one done correctly. Retirement plan. When are you going to retire? When are you going to take Social Security? If you take it out earlier, you're going to lose some money. When are you going to take out your pension? If you take it out sooner, you're also going to lose some money. How is that going to affect you when it comes to taxes? You're going to need to adequately plan. Don't just pick a number and say, at 62, I'm done. No, make sure you have enough funds in place before you retire. Know your numbers. I'm going to say it again. Know your numbers. Know what you have in savings. Know what you have in retirement. Know what you have in a 401k. Know what you have in your pensions. Know what you're going to be receiving in Social Security. All of that needs to go into place so that you know what your annual income needs to be. That means you've already done your budget. You make sure that you're doing everything to put yourself in the best position possible. Not only are you going to leave a legacy for your children's children, but you're going to make sure that you're financially independent, retiring early, if at all possible. Now, I did estate planning. I talked about retirement planning. I talked about Social Security. Make sure you go to Social Security office. You can sign up online and find out how much you would be getting. Verify that those numbers are correct as far as your earnings. Okay, that's a tidbit. But insurance. Now, I don't sell any type of insurance, but there's some things that you're going to want to pay attention to see if they are right for you. Life insurance is a way of paying for the final expenses, whether it's term life, which will be a flat fee that your family is going to get at your demise, or if it is a different type of policy. And I'm not going to suggest anyone's for you here, but make sure you pay attention. If you can go ahead and save on your own and invest on your own, don't pay someone else to do that. Check the policies, check the numbers, check what you're going to get. You need to know it inside and out. Don't let someone else sell it to you. Make sure you read every single document. But there's also not only life insurance, long-term care insurance is important as well, because as you start getting older, your health starts possibly deteriorating. I'm not speaking that on anybody, but you don't want to amass all of this money only to turn around and spend it in long-term care, in a hospice situation, or even in a retirement facility that is taking care of you. So you want to adequately prepare for that so that there's funds available should something occur. Now, the biggest, hear me good, the biggest issue that you need to look at when it comes to building wealth and leaving a legacy is going to be that spiritual connection. Please don't disregard what you leave for your children going forward. We are living in a climate that has a lot of spiritual decline. That, evil, as you used to watch the movies, it's always evil against good. And we all secretly rah, rah, rah cheer that the good win out. Well, it doesn't happen by happenstance. And this is not a movie. Life is a journey. And you can attest to the fact, I'm sure, that as you've traveled this road, there have been some bumps in it, there have been some bruises, there's been some heartbreak, there's been so much that has hit you from different angles, especially when it comes to money. The water breaks, or the water main breaks, it floods. You got to paint the garage, you got to go do some landscaping. The pool plumbing falls apart. The toilet leaks, you have to pay more. And so you had this great budget, but it didn't work because you ended up spending all the money on all the little things. The Bible says it's the little foxes that spoil the vine. Well, guess what? The spiritual connection to say there is a God bigger than me. There is a God that has a plan for me. Jeremiah 29:11 says, God says, I know the plans that I have for you. They're for good and not for evil, to give you a hope and an expected end. Well, when you look at that word plan, he's saying that he has a purpose for you. There's a purpose not only for you now, but an impact that he wants you to leave on others, an investment that you need to be able to make. But secondly, the L is for the legacy. Leave a legacy. Don't just waste it and spend it all up. Make sure that you leave something that's going forward, even from a spiritual deposit. Make sure that you deposited in your children, deposited faith and belief and trust and reliance and reading of the word, and listening to the word, or worshiping. Make sure you leave that also for your children and your children's children, anyone that you come in contact with. The A is action. You're going to need to take specific strategic action in order to get to where you want to go as it relates to leaving a legacy. It just doesn't happen. It's not going to fall out of the sky and all of a sudden you have so much to leave. And usually we don't even know when we're getting ready to go. The last one, the N, is that you have a specific nature. God knows the personality that He's given you. He knows how He's wired you, the DNA, all of that. And it does play a part in how you handle money, the way you handle money, and why you handle it that way. Because, see, your biblical financial personality is important. So, here's my suggestion for you today: go to my website, the number two, htruth.org, and you're going to look for Financial Wisdom Mini Booklet. I give it away to you for free. It's got a budget in it. It also has a cash flow statement for those that are entrepreneurs, but it also has tidbits and links for things that you are going to need as it relates to budgeting, saving, retirement, home ownership, the gamut. It's going to give you quite a bit. Now, if you are really serious about getting your finances in order, there are more books that are available for you to get that done if you're a do-it-yourselfer. If not, I also have some online courses that you'll be able to take at your leisure when you want, where you want. They're available for you at any time. But if you are significantly in somewhat dire straits, if you're one of my women that has been devastated by divorce or even death, I've got a coaching program for you to help walk you through and navigate this particular season. My heart is to help because I don't want a predator coming in taking advantage of you. I want to help you escape the quicksand of anxiety and stress that finances can cause. I want to help you transform from being wounded to being confident so that you can confidently live life on your terms with financial peace and security. Honestly, what I do is I get you the smart way to move forward to financial freedom. Hi, thanks for listening and watching. And if you enjoyed what you've seen, make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and hit that notification button so you'll know the next time there's a new episode. Listen, as a result of my coaching program, my clients have experienced a calming of the emotional roller coaster. They have a compelling future, as well as the confidence and the know how to achieve it. And they have clarity on the financial tools that they need in order to live life on their terms and save tens of thousands of dollars. I'm looking for women who are devastated by the double D's, divorce, or death, who want to gain confidence to live life on their terms with peace and financial security. My question is, who do you know? Have them go ahead and book a call with me so that we can get to that compelling future. My heart may be broke, but your bank account doesn't have to be. It's our pleasure to offer free resources from Grief to Gain, Financial Healing After Heartbreak, can be found at shantayhaynes.com/free-gift, or 3 Secrets to Overcome Loneliness While Grieving the Life You Expected at shantayhaynes.com/lonely, and other financial wisdom and much, much more. Please visit shantayhaynes.com/free-resources. You can find us online at shantayhaynes.com. That's CHONTAHAYNES.com. We are a division of Heart to Heart Truth Ministries and Heart to Heart Truth Foundation. At Heart to Heart Truth Ministries, we're helping believers live an abundant life based on God's Word, standing on His promises, walking out His principles, sharing with God's people, serving as unto the Lord.